Welcome to Finance with Avery. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the top 5 CD certificate of deposit accounts ranked by APY annual percentage yield for April 2024 and beyond somewhat, because when you have a CD account, you're locking in that yield at the time that you open the CD for however long the CD term is, whether that be 6 months, 12 months, 13 months. You're going to see different time lengths for the terms in this video because it's just based on the top 5 CD accounts overall, not the top 5 1 year or 6 month or anything like that, just top 5 CD accounts overall ranked by APY. And before we jump into the video, I'm going to tell you about what the rates have been doing, and also I'm going to give you an overview of some things all of these accounts have in common, so I'm not repeating it for every account. And you could jump to different sections in the video. I have it organized down into chapters and timestamps below. You can check that out in the description or in the video as well. You can see that. And also there's a couple of honorable mentions I want to talk about before I go into the top 5. Some banks that got close to being in the top 5. And also there were some accounts that were in my previous top 5 CD accounts video, but their rates have been lowered. So now they're out of the top 5. And I'm going to show you those as well because yes, savings rates have started to somewhat be stagnant, and some of them have been coming down. So as you see right here on the chart, when the Federal Reserve first started making those rate hikes back in 2022, the recent rate hikes, they've done this before, but the recent rate hikes back in 2022, the rates for CDs started to rise along with it. There was a big jump back here in the past couple of years, as you see on the chart. And then now the Fed hasn't raised the rates. It's been some months since they've raised the rates. And actually, they've been talking about cutting rates. And so you'll see on the chart and also in my video, you'll see rates have started to be a little bit stagnant, and some of the savings rates, APYs, have started to come down a little. Not in big amounts, but come down a little. And I've talked about this in some of my previous videos with the top CD accounts and the top savings accounts ranked by APY. And something I can say I kind of warned people about months ago as well, because I also did a video on savings and CD rates versus the Federal Reserve rate. And I'll leave the links down in the description for these videos so you can check them out. And I was telling people about some of these videos, it's maybe a good time to start locking in the rates. Some of the highest yields that we're going to see for a while in the savings area for CD accounts and savings accounts. And you can check out my playlist as well. I've been doing videos on the top savings accounts ranked by APY and top CD accounts ranked by APY for, a couple years now. Check out my playlist on those. And so I just want to show you all that and let you all know, like I've said in the video, I won't go over it too much. I've talked about this before in other videos, and I've even made a video all about it itself. But yeah, rates are starting to be a little stagnant and it started to come down some. So it's still a good time to lock in a high yield CD if you're looking for one. You want to have a high yield. You want to know how much money you're going to earn from that interest, and you want your money to be safe in an FDIC insured account. So keep the principal safe, but you want to earn some money on it. CDs are typically a good tool for that. I've used it myself. I have a CD going on right now, and I'm also in the stock market. I'm not saying like, hey, don't go in the stock market, just put all your money in CDs and savings accounts. Not at all. A good financial portfolio is going to have, a retirement account, ETFs, mutual funds, however you got that going. And then, maybe an individual investment account with some stocks and maybe ETFs in that as well, or just individual stocks. And then also a high yield savings account going. And if you have a lump sum of money, a CD account going, maybe some treasury bonds going. Having your money work for you in different avenues, whether that be the stock market with gains from stocks, the ETFs and everything like that. And then the yields, the high yields from the high yield savings accounts, the CD accounts and treasury yields, just working together right there. Good to have a diverse financial portfolio, and a CD can be a part of that. And before we jump into the list, I want to go over some of the requirements and things that all of these accounts have in common on this list. So all of the accounts in this video are FDIC insured. So they have the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation backing with them. And that is an independent agency that was created by Congress during the Great Depression to maintain stability and public confidence in the nation's financial system. And typically they're going to protect your account up to $250,000. So if something went wrong with the bank or financial institution that you have your money in, the CD account, savings account, or whatever that are FDIC insured, then the FDIC would step in and pretty much make you whole. So you would not lose your money, even if that bank collapsed or went under, bankrupt, anything like that. You will be made whole. Your funds will be returned to you by the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. And actually, no customer has ever lost funds in an FDIC insured bank, even if that bank has gone under or gone bankrupt. No customer with an FDIC insured bank has ever lost funds since the FDIC was created. So it's very important for your money to be FDIC insured. I personally would not open an account with any bank or financial institution that was not FDIC insured. So yeah, next up here, all of the APYs are fixed rate APYs, which means the rate that you get when you sign up for these CD accounts will remain the same for the length of the CD. So if it's a 9-month CD, 6-month CD, no matter how long it is, the APY you get when you sign up is going to remain the same throughout. So even if that bank lowers the APY for that specific term CD next month or 2 months from now, that won't pertain to you. You will keep the same APY that you got when you sign up. So you're pretty much locking in that rate, locking in that APY. So that works both ways though. However, if the rate goes up next month or 2 months from now, then you would still get that same rate that you had before, that lower rate, basically. So it kind of goes both ways. It can work for you, it kind of against you having a fixed rate. A fixed rate is typically good because you know how much you're going to get paid with your interest. You know, no matter what's going on with the market, the economy, the federal funds rate, anything like that, you lock in that certain rate and you know, okay, for the next 6 months, for the next year, for the next 14 months, however long, this is the APY I'm getting on that amount of money that I put in the CD. So yes, all of the accounts in this video have fixed rate APYs, which is pretty much a standard thing with CD, certificate of deposit accounts. That's one of the things that makes them different from savings accounts, because savings accounts typically have variable rate APYs. No matter how long you have your money, you just have your money sitting in a savings account, and that APY could change like 3-4 times in the year, basically. So that's one of the main differences between savings accounts and CD accounts, is that rate being fixed with CD accounts and the rates being variable with savings accounts. Next up here, common feature that all of these accounts have is that none of them have a monthly maintenance fee. So you don't have to worry about any kind of $2, $3 fee or anything being thrown at you just for having the account open. Next on the list, there is an early withdrawal penalty that ranges between these accounts. So you put your money in these accounts for this certain term limit, 6 months, 9 months, however long. So you're pretty much locked into that period. You can take your money out, the principal amount you put in the interest. However, you will get hit with a penalty, and that ranges. Sometimes like 180 days worth of interest or 60 days worth of interest. Different banks and financial institutions have different penalty amounts. Now, often you can take the interest that you earn out every month. So once the interest is paid out, you could typically, on a lot of accounts, transfer that to a different account or something like that, take that out, and that's fine. You won't get a penalty for that. However, if you try to take that principal amount, however amount your CD is, 10,000, 7,000, 20,000, 50,000, whatever it is you put in the CD, if you try to take that out before the term limit ends, that 6 months, 9 months, whatever the term limit is, then you will get hit with the penalty. Now, there are no penalty CDs where you can withdraw all of your money out anytime and not get hit with the penalty. Typically, there's like a lockup period for like 7 days or something like that, or 10 days, different kind of ranges. But after that, you could take your money out within that 6 months, 9 months, or however, and not get hit with a penalty. Those are no penalty CD accounts. And I do make top 5 lists for no penalty CD accounts. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in that, if you want to check that out. So yeah, those accounts do exist, and there are some nice high APYs with some of those accounts as well. But yeah, on this list, these top 5 CD accounts do have a penalty associated with them if you take the money out early. So typically, a CD account is good for somebody who has a lump sum of money, wants to earn a nice high yield on it, wants that money to be safe and not lose value of the principal, and wants to be able to get to that money at a certain time and earn interest on it, basically. But yeah, all of these accounts do have an early withdrawal penalty associated with them that ranges if you were to do that with the money that you put in the account. Also, there are various initial deposit requirements for the CD accounts in this video. Some of them don't have an initial deposit requirement, and some of them do, whether it be $500, $1,000, and so on and so on. When we get to the list, I'll tell you exactly what the initial deposit requirement is for each of these accounts, whether or not they have one or whether they do, and how much that amount is. So yeah, there are various initial deposit requirements with the CD accounts on this list. And also, all the banks and financial institutions on this list have a mobile app available on the Apple and Google Play app stores where you can, check out your account and do different things with your account on your phone with the mobile app that's on the app store from that financial institution. So it makes it very convenient to be able to check out your account. And now that we've gone over that, I'm going to tell you about a special promotional CD that's being offered from a very well-known bank, and then get into the honorable mentions and the top 5 account. And I wanted to mention this special promo CD because it's from a well-known bank. And some of the banks and financial institutions on this video in the top 5 list aren't as well known. So some people may be a little uncomfortable putting their money in a bank that they've never heard of. They just now heard about it. Do some research on it, I would say, as well. But this first bank right here, a lot of you know of this bank, very well known. And I'm talking about Capital One. They have a 10-month certificate of deposit account at 5.10% APY. There is no minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. Now, they don't give any kind of date of when this special promo CD ends, when they're going to stop offering it, but that is the term in the APY for it as of this first week of April, when I've been doing research for this video and recording and editing and all of that. Calculation example for this CD: if you had $50,000 in this CD at 5.10% APY for 10 months with the interest compounding monthly, after that 10 months, your total account value would be around $52,109.86. So that's total interest earned of about $2,109.86. Capital One was founded in 1994 as a spinoff from Signet Financial, which is now a part of Wells Fargo. Capital One Financial Corporation is an American bank holding company specializing in credit cards, auto loans, banking, and savings accounts. It is currently around the 12th largest bank in the United States based on total assets. Capital One headquarters is in McLean, Virginia. And now I want to tell you about a couple of accounts that were in my previous top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY video, but now they're out of it because their yield has been lowered. And first here we have the Bank 5 Connect 6-month certificate of deposit. Previously, a couple months ago, it was at 5.50% APY, and now it is at 5.05% APY. There's a $500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $50,000 in this account for 6 months at 5.05% APY with the interest compounding monthly, after 6 months, that $50,000 would be around $51,247.78. Bank 5 Connect was created in 2013 as an online division of Bank 5. Bank 5 was founded in 1855 with a headquarters in Fall River, Massachusetts. Bank 5 Connect offers DIF, Depositors Insurance Fund protection, on top of FDIC protection, which protects deposits in excess of $250,000. Bank 5 Connect offers savings and checking accounts, CD accounts, and credit cards. And next we have the BMO Alto. This CD was previously in my top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY video that I did back in February 2024. And now since then, the APYs came down as well. This 6-month CD was at 5.50% APY, and now it is at 5.15% APY. There is no minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $50,000 in this account at 5.15% APY for 6 months, after 6 months, that $50,000 would be around $51,273.36. BMO Alto is an online-only banking option launched in April 2023 that's a part of BMO Financial Group. BMO Alto offers a savings account and CD accounts. Bank of Montreal, commonly known as BMO, owns BMO Harris Bank through the holding company BMO Financial Corporation. In the United States, it does business as BMO Financial Group. BMO main formal headquarters is in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Next here we have another CD account that was previously in my top 5 CD accounts video, and now it is out of the top 5 because they decreased the APY on the account. And I'm talking about right here, as you see it on the screen, the Bread Financial 12-month certificate of deposit that was previously at 5.50% APY a couple of months ago, and now it is at 5.25% APY. There's a $1,500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $50,000 in this account at 5.25% APY for 12 months with the interest compounding daily, after 12 months, that $50,000 would be around $52,626.48. Bread Financial is a financial services company offering credit cards, loans, CDs, and savings accounts. Bread Financials was formerly known as Alliance Data, which was formed by a combination of JCPenney's credit card processing unit and the Limited's credit card bank business. Alliance Data changed its name to Bread Financial Holdings in March 2022. Bread Savings is a product of the Community Capital Bank. It was founded in 1996 with a headquarters in Columbus, Ohio. And now I want to get to a couple of honorable mentions that didn't make the top 5 but got really close, like 0.01% close. First up here, we have the Popular Direct 6-month certificate of deposit at 5.30% APY. There's a $10,000 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $50,000 in this account at 5.30% APY for 6 months with the interest compounding daily. After 6 months, that $50,000 will be about $51,306.69. Popular Direct was launched in 2016 as an online-only bank that's a subsidiary of Popular Bank. Popular Incorporated was founded in 1893 and does business as Banco Popular in Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands and Popular Bank in the United States. Popular Direct offers online savings accounts and various term CDs. Popular headquarters is in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And the next honorable mention we have here is the Barclays 6-month CD account at 5.30% APY. There is no minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. So the calculation example for this one is the same as the previous account. If you have $50,000 in this account at 5.30% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $50,000 will be around $51,306.69. Barclays traces its roots back to two goldsmith bankers, John Freeman and Thomas Gold, who were doing business in London in 1690. In 1736, Freeman's son Joseph took his brother-in-law James Barclay on as a partner, and the name has remained a constant presence in the business ever since. Barclays is a British multinational universal bank with a headquarters in London, England. Barclays offers personal, business, investment, and corporate banking services and products and more. And at number 5, we have the First Internet Bank 12-month certificate of deposit at 5.31% APY. It got into the top 5 by that 0.01%. That's why I wanted to mention some of the honorable mentions because it was so close right there. And for the First Internet Bank CD, there's a $1,000 minimum deposit required to open the account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $50,000 in this account at 5.31% APY with the interest compounding monthly, after the 12 months, that $50,000 will be around $52,652.38. First Internet Bank was founded in 1997 by entrepreneur David B. Becker, incorporated in October 1998, and opened to the public in February 1999. It is primarily involved in online retail banking and investment in securities. First Internet Bank Corp is the parent company of First Internet Bank, and per their website, they were the first state charter FDIC insured institution to operate entirely online. Their headquarters is in Indianapolis, Indiana. And at number 4, we have the CIBC 13-month certificate of deposit at 5.36% APY. There's a $1,000 minimum initial deposit required to open this account and a maximum deposit amount of $5 million. Calculation example for this one, if you have $50,000 in this account at 5.36% APY with the interest compounding monthly, after 13 months, that $50,000 will be around $52,902.49. CIBC stands for Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, which is a Canadian multinational banking and financial services corporation headquartered in CIBC Square in the financial district of Toronto, Ontario. CIBC was formed in 1961 through a merger between Canadian Bank of Commerce, which was founded in 1867, and Imperial Bank of Canada, which was founded in 1873. CIBC United States provides commercial, wealth management, personal, and small business financial solutions and cross-border banking services to clients with North American operations, and their U.S. headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois. And at number 3, we have a tie. First up here, we have the CFG Bank 12-month certificate of deposit at 5.40% APY. There is a $500 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you have $50,000 in this account at 5.40% APY with the interest compounding monthly, after 12 months, that $50,000 will be around $52,699.59. CFG Bank is a privately owned community bank founded in 1927 with headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland. CFG offers various personal banking deposit accounts and commercial banking loans and various deposit accounts and services. And also tied at number 3 is the Next Bank 12-month certificate of deposit at 5.40% APY. There is a $25,000 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited quarterly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $50,000 in this account at 5.40% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 12 months, that $50,000 will be around $52,705.46. Next Bank is a privately held state chartered bank that was founded in 1922 as Terrell Federal Savings and Loan Association. In 2022, Next Bank became the largest privately held bank in Texas with almost $14 billion in assets. Next Bank offers personal deposit accounts and loans, and institutional and commercial banking products. Their headquarters is in Dallas, Texas. And at number 2 is the Total Direct Bank 6-month certificate of deposit at 5.45% APY. Now, Total Direct Bank was in my previous top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY a couple of months ago, but that CD rate is different now. Their highest yielding CD is now this 6-month certificate of deposit at 5.45%. And there's a $25,000 minimum deposit required to open this account and a maximum deposit amount of $1 million. And for this account, the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. And something to notate with this account, most of these accounts are offered throughout the United States, nationwide pretty much, maybe a few exceptions here or there. For this Total Direct Bank account, there's a couple of exceptions. As noted on their website, and I have it posted at the top of the slide there, you'll see Total Direct Bank can conduct business anywhere in the United States with the exception of Florida, Puerto Rico, American Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Calculation example for this CD, if you had $50,000 in this CD at 5.45% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $50,000 will be around $51,345.18. Total Direct Bank is a division of City National Bank of Florida, which was founded in 1946. The parent company of National Bank of Florida is Banco de Crédito y Inversiones, one of Latin America's largest banks and the second largest bank in Chile. Total Direct Bank offers CDs and money market accounts. And at number 1 is the New Tech Bank 6-month certificate of deposit at 5.55% APY. And for the fine print right here at the bottom, I didn't find it on their website, so I contacted their customer service on their website to get this information. And what was different and pretty neat with their customer service through the chat on their website is that I was chatting with a live agent. And so when I asked this questions, there was an actual live agent associate at the top of the chat. And I'm showing you the chat on the screen right now, but I'm blocking out that picture of the live agent just because, for privacy purposes, I didn't tell her I'm going to be putting this on YouTube or anything, but she did a great job and provided me the information quickly, and I didn't have to wait in the queue really long or anything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to let you all know about that because that was pretty neat. And so for that information that I got provided to me for this CD account, there's a $2,500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account and a maximum deposit amount of $250,000. And I also got the information for this account that the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $50,000 in this account at 5.55% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $50,000 would be around $51,368.29. New Tech Bank is backed by New Tech One, which is a publicly traded company. New Tech One offers payment, lending, insurance, and technology products and services. New Tech Bank was founded in 1963, and they offer personal savings and CD accounts and business savings and checking accounts. New Tech Bank headquarters is in Miami, Florida. And for these accounts in this video, all of them are provided by banks and financial institutions. There are no credit unions on this video because I wanted to talk about accounts that were available to a lot of people across the nation, across the United States, pretty much nationwide. Because with credit unions, although they do have some high rates, there are some credit unions that have APYs that would be on this list for sure in the top 5, but they have certain limitations about who can open up an account with them, whether it be, where you live or where you work, or are you a member of this certain association in the military in this association or whatnot. There are different restrictions and requirements that are typically involved with credit unions that exclude a lot of people. There definitely could be great CD accounts provided by credit unions that you could be available for. So definitely check in your area to see, maybe there's a local credit union you already bank with or you're thinking about banking with or through your employer or something that may have some great rates out there. But for this video right here, these are all banks and financial institutions that typically provide accounts across the nation, nationwide, to reach a lot of people. And that is it, everybody, with my video of the top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY for April 2024. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.